Third TV. In this episode, we're going to preview Ireland's Euro 2016 playoff against Bosnia, which will kick off a day away from when you're watching this, hopefully. Joined by Conor Kelly.
Hello.
Who's back from New York.
Yeah, I am.
Where to begin with this? You've got a very strong selection policy you want to have taken.
Well, I was writing about this over the last couple of days, and we're missing Walters, cold hero for Irish football.
Big time.
Shane Long, scorer of the greatest goal in the history of football.
Ever.
John O'Shea, despite him being an awful footballer, we have nobody else to play as centre half. And it also means that other certain players have to come in. But the biggest selection dilemma, discounting all of those absences, all those players who are missing, all the players who might play, is in central midfield.
Is it James McCarthy because he doesn't tackle?
Or maybe Wes Houlihan because he's not playing in the right position.
Five Premier League assists.
Yeah, but he's not playing in the dominating, controlling central midfield role that John Giles thinks he should be playing in, because that's what all central midfielders should do, even though he's a number 10. Yeah, the major selection dilemma for Martin O'Neill is whether or not he will have the balls to finally drop Glenn Whelan.
No.
Because the reason we need to drop Glenn Whelan is because of the Germany game. Because our greatest result in probably since the Holland game.
Yeah, it's been years.
Featured a team and a midfield which was infinitely better in the absence of a certain Glenn Whelan.
Yeah.
Because the problem with Whelan is, obviously he's not a very good player. First off.
Chalk that one off.
Chalk that one off. But as a holding midfielder, he then forces James McCarthy to play a different role. You see, the common misconception regarding James McCarthy with Ireland is that he's a bottler and he doesn't perform for Ireland. Actually, the problem with James McCarthy is he's played out of position with Ireland.
And he's played at the base of our midfields.
And in the one game, he was allowed to play at the base of our midfield, shielding the back four and controlling the game from deep.
And he was ever present.
Yeah. He was
amazing.
He was amazing. Eamon Dunphy and John Giles were trying to give him his citizenship back after that was cruelly revoked following his inadequate performances over the years in the green shirt. He was excellent on that team because he was allowed to sit in front of the back four and control play from deep. And also because he had Jeff Hendrick to perform the box-to-box role, which Martin O'Neill seems to think James McCarthy should be playing.
Yeah.
So Hendrick is more naturally suited to that because he's good in both areas. He's good at getting forward. He's good at defending. He's energetic. He's composed in the ball.
Yeah.
And he was excellent in that game.
Nice surprise.
Yeah. And also that means that Wes Houlihan starts as number 10. The difference in 4 days later when we played Poland, I think it was 4 days. It was either 3 or 4.
Yeah, it was, yes.
The difference 4 days later when Whelan came back in the team was that McCarthy had to play a box-to-box role. Hendrick had to play further forward again because there was
to accommodate.
There was no Wes Houlihan in the team. And Glenn Whelan, at one point during, I'm pretty much giving away this whole piece that I've written, but at one point during the first half, Ireland won the ball back after like 20 minutes of Polish attacks. Or what felt like Polish, 20 minutes of Polish dominance. And we finally win the ball back on the edge of the box, and there's a counter-attack on. John Walters is out on the right. I think McLean was on the left. Hendrick, who I think won the ball back, sprinting in support to offer himself as an option for Whelan. And Whelan was the player on the ball. He sprints forward with the ball at the speed of, I don't know, a bus. He ponders, takes maybe 3 or 4 touches. And instead of playing to the 3 options, one of the 3 options, and initiating a counter-attack, which Ireland were in a very good position to profit from, he stops. He turns backwards, and in a 180-degree semicircle, goes all the way back. The counter-attacking opportunity is lost, and he has to play it back to Darren Randolph, which neatly encapsulates the prime reason why Glenn Whelan should never play for Ireland again. Yeah. He's been a great servant, a lot of caps, scored a beautiful goal against the Italians, which I was right behind in Hill 16. A great day, a great goal.
Yeah.
But his days have been numbered for a long, long time. Like, you were at the game against Sweden when Zlatan Ibrahimovic ran rings around him. Yeah, whereas it seemed that all Zlatan had to do was to peel off the central defensive line, and there was nobody near him because Glenn Whelan was incapable of closing him down because he doesn't have the legs to do it.
Yeah.
Can't tackle either, by the way,
No.
for a holding midfielder.
He's dreadful at that.
Can't pass. The only thing he has in his repertoire is a decent shot. But
And he listens to what coaches tell him in
Yeah.
terms of game plan.
Yeah.
Like we had Miguel Delaney on the pod post Poland, and he was saying that he thought Glenn Whelan was great in Trapattoni's system, which he was,
Yeah.
which required midfielders to turn their back on the goalkeeper and walk away from him, for goal kicks, and not offer an option, which is right down to Whelan's game because
it doesn't.
he's a dreadful footballer.
Yeah, as our friend Jared Egan once said, he's a barber, back in sides merchant.
Yes, back in sides merchant. He won't be dropped because the lack of experience. I'm not saying that I wouldn't do it. I'm just saying that in general, the lack of experience from missing out on John O'Shea and Walters means that Whelan will be too many caps to drop, if you get me.
He's probably a captaincy candidate, isn't he? There's probably every chance he'll be the captain.
Probably, yeah.
It's just a terrifying and depressing thought.
Yeah. I was saying this to you off air. I'm not really even sure how to feel about the game itself.
Yeah.
Because I'm still kind of inflated, I suppose, or satisfied by the Germany result.
I'm satisfied by the Germany
not
result,
bad.
but then I'm satisfied by the Germany result, and I am happy in the feeling that Germany game will always be special,
Yes. Yeah.
regardless of not or whether it's an isolated incident. Which with Ireland, it could increasingly be an isolated incident.
Could be another 10 years.
Yeah, it could be another 10 years. So yeah, I just like to see O'Neill show some initiative and a bit of creativity instead of just picking. I know he's introduced a lot of players, but just go with a team that will give us a decent chance away from home. Play Wes Hoolahan away from home. Don't buy this argument that Wes Hoolahan can't play 2 games in a week. He played 2 games in a week for Norwich.
Yeah, and
You play your best team, and Wes Hoolahan is in that team. McCarthy's in that team. Henrik is in that team. That's our midfield. Not Whelan.
he's going to be there though.
Of course he will.
He's gonna,
But yeah,
I wish he wasn't, but he's going to be there.
I understand I've rambled about Glenn Whelan for about 7 of the 8 minutes so far.
I think he's at the crux of the problem though, so I think it's
I think he
valid,
is,
to
but
be fair.
if if viewers haven't turned off at this point, looking forward to the game itself, or the 2 games, it's hard to know what to expect really, because
I don't really know a huge amount of it, but I know the campaign didn't go as planned. It looked a relatively easy group.
I know
It didn't work out that
I
way.
know we shouldn't give away set pieces on the edge of the box because Pjanic will inevitably score.
Yeah.
I know that Dzeko misses a lot of chances, but we'll probably give him enough chances to score. And
The important thing is to go and to score an away goal in Sarajevo, and then
but like Bosnia will be nervous as well because they haven't qualified. Well, they qualified for the World Cup. Apologies. But they're probably the favourites going into this game.
oh yeah.
So the pressure is on them. So they'll be nervous as well. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I would say I don't know what to expect. To make a prediction is hard to call. I'll just say that it'll be tight. It'll be stodgy.
It'll be tight. It's going to be decided by a couple of goals, you'd have to say, or just even the odd goal. So as you can say, we're a little bit uncertain going into it. Nerves will kick in closer to the day. Leave your comments in the section below. Let us know how you think Ireland will get on, or Bosnia if you're a Bosnian fan. There's got to be enough of those out there as well. Subscribe to Final Third TV on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter at @the_Final_Third, and thanks for watching.